I watched our video from Friday. Oh, sorry. Good morning!
Hey guys, it's Micah from Sapulpa Times.
And Lucy with the city of Sapulpa.
Yeah? So you watched our video on Friday, huh?
Yeah, and I realized that like when you were talking, I was just saying it like this.
Yeah, I was doing a lot of talking on Friday too.
Yeah, and I was just smiling for no reason. So after I watched the video on Friday, I decided that I was going to pay better attention to my face while you were talking.
I mean, it's better than you sitting there just scowling.
Yeah, I was just like this.
It's okay.
Through the whole video.
We got a lot to smile about. It's a great week.
All right, and today is Brian Mitchell's birthday.
It is, yes. Happy birthday, Brian Mitchell. And you know, he could be taking today off.
He's not.
I know, like a responsible adult, like his wife said on Facebook.
Oh yeah, did you see her sweet little post?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how I found out about it.
Oh, okay.
So happy birthday, Brian. Hope your day is a good one. Thanks for being responsible. I mean, it makes no difference to me whatsoever, but you know.
It does, because he's got to be responsible so his business can stay in town.
Yeah, and then you continue to support Sapulpa Times, so.
There you go.
Stay responsible, Brian. For sure. So anyway, I hope you guys had a great weekend, man. I'm telling you, this is like the first day in quite a while that I woke up and got out the door and it was actually chilly. I had to put my jacket on this morning. Are we officially in sweater weather? Maybe?
Well, it's going to be like 85 this afternoon.
Sweater morning weather.
Yeah. It's, you dress for the morning and you die in the afternoon when you leave work.
Yep. Yep, that's exactly it. That's why I'm still wearing t-shirts, but you put your hoodie on so you can take it off later. But like your office is kept pretty cool. I think I've seen you've got like your space heater and stuff like that.
I had to get my heater out.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's how you know it's really starting to change for Lucy, is when she's got to get her heater going.
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
It was so cold in the stairwell that my nose started running the other day when I had to go upstairs.
Just from going from one floor to the other?
Yes.
Wow.
That's saying something. Cold. So if you would like to visit Antarctica, come down to City Hall. Yeah,
with all the penguins, like we've talked about that before, right? Oh man, guys, how was your weekend though? I hope your weekend was great. You know, if you're a OSU fan, then your weekend was a little bit of a cardiac arrest there, probably.
Someone called them the cardiac cowboys.
Yeah, we've been calling them that for years because they do that all the time.
Oh, I call them the comeback cowboys.
That's also okay.
Yeah. Okay.
And that would both of those this weekend, the comeback and the cardiac cowboys, man. Usually their comebacks usually also have a cardiac attack, a cardiac arrest involved in them as well. So anyway, if you're an OSU fan, and for that matter, I mean, OU won their game. I hear that there a lot of people are pretty upset about the way they won that game, in the sense that like they should have won it by a lot more than they actually did, I guess. So. They're saying all the Tulsa World sports writers and stuff were sounding the alarm on that one. Keep an eye out on their offense. So, hey, but you know, OU moved to the SEC. They got to play SEC ball now, so see how it is. But and then so we watched that on Saturday, and then Saturday night, my family and I went to Harry Potter night out at the Tulsa Dwellers, which was another overtime game. We ended up having 11 innings there and won it at the very end, and then there was a drone show at the end. So it was a really cool time. Great Saturday. I hope your Saturday was as good as mine was. I know yours was. You got to go watch some friends do some four-wheeling?
Yeah, we watched some four-wheeler races and little Stasic bike racing. And then it was a great day. We watched the OSU game, and then we played front yard baseball. So
that does sound like a great time.
It
does. Yeah, it's a great weekend. So hope yours was as good as ours was, guys. Let's talk about what's happening this week. We are officially into blowout week now. This is like where everybody's starting to make their final preparations for the big blowout that's coming up on Saturday. And actually the day before that, we've got cruise night. Now, I'm hearing conflicting reports about whether or not they're going to allow burnouts.
They're not.
They're not. Not at all.
None. Zero.
Why is that?
Because it's dangerous.
Well, yeah, but...
Yeah. Well, before...
They've been doing it for like the last 3 years.
Right. They've been doing it for more than 3 years.
Okay.
So before, cruise night was like, it happened, but the town didn't come out like they do now. Yeah. So now the streets are packed, all the sidewalks are covered.
Now it's an event.
It's an event. And so those burnouts, you know, they lose control of that car. I almost got ran over last year trying to take pictures.
Oh.
So that's what happens. And you've got lots of the kids out here that want to see all the cool cars and things like that. So it's just become an event, and now because it's an event, we have to make it safe.
Okay, so we're still going to do plane cruise night. You still get to watch all the cars cruise up and down Route 66 right here. What time does that start? Do you know?
I think it starts
It's in
at
the evening,
6.
right? Okay.
5 or 6.
Yeah, so it'll be a little later that evening. Great time to come down. One thing is I will warn you guys, especially if you have young children here, is a lot of these guys, they rev their engines. They won't be doing burnouts, but I mean, it gets loud down here. So you guys be prepared for that. Still going to be a great time. Be sure to come out and celebrate. And then, of course, come back out on Saturday for the actual blowout, which kicks off at 9 a.m. And one event that we have not mentioned yet is the Route 66 Art Show is also going to be happening at 9 a.m. That's going to be down at the Senior Citizen Center at 515 East Dewey. Highly recommend you guys check that out while you're here, seeing all the classic cars and stuff. We've got some really talented artists here. I love going to that show. I mean, it's a lot of fun. It's kind of a precursor to the Creek County Fair, as a matter of fact. You'll see a lot of those same people at the fair later on. So be sure to come and do that. But what else is going on for the blowout? How many cars do we have? Like 400 cars this year or something?
400 cars. So it'll be all the way down Dewey, some on Park and some on Water. And you'll have all your vendors down in the courthouse parking lot again this year.
Okay. So there won't be... like sometimes they were like over on this block and then that, so they're not going to be spread out.
No, so we spread them out years before, and then last year because of we had so many cars, we put them all in the courthouse parking lot. And this year we have more cars as we are celebrating our 35th year of the Route 66 blowout. And so in order to get all those cars on the street, as many on Dewey as we can, we do have to put those vendors over in the courthouse parking lot.
We did that first, Janet. Gosh. She's making sure we say happy birthday to Brian.
If Janet would watch our show, she would know.
She doesn't. She's one of those who doesn't watch it live.
She does watch it later.
She watches the replay. Okay, so I'm sorry, I kind of cut you off there.
That's okay. So vendors will be down there. We have so many cars, we can't spread them out enough to put vendors and cars on Dewey. And so this is a car show with some vendors. It's not a vendor show with some cars.
That's good. And I'm assuming firefighters are going to be back doing the grilling, the barbecue and stuff, right?
That's correct.
I think there are people who come just for that, especially the people who they don't care that much about the cars, but they really want that firefighter barbecue.
Yeah, and you've got to buy your firefighter barbecue at like 10 a.m.
Yeah.
Or you're not eating it.
It will run out. It happens every year. And this year is not going to be any different, guys. I think we're going to have a really, really, really nice crowd. From what I have seen, I think the weather is going to be really nice for it. And so I actually haven't checked. I should probably check that. But I'm pretty sure the weather is going to be really good. And
you heard it here first. Micah's reporting on great weather he hasn't looked at.
That's right. Just like every other weatherman. Booyah.
True.
Anyway.
Okay.
So what else is going on this week, though?
I don't know.
Anything? Is that it?
Hold on.
As far as...
The theater.
Oh, yes. Okay. We
You
had
always forget
I keep doing that. I know. The theater opened their show this last weekend, had a slam dunk. I think they ended up with some seats left on Friday, but they sold out for Saturday and Sunday. And I'm telling you guys, they've got one more weekend. If you haven't seen this show, go get your tickets now because they're starting to sell out. We're starting to get real close to selling out our weekend shows this following weekend too. It's called You Can't Beat the House, hilarious comedy. And it'll be over here, just 2 blocks that way. And tickets are $12 for adults, $5 for pre-K through 18. Go get them now at sapulpatheater.org. And if you are saying, hey, I'm going to be busy this weekend, we got the blowout, we got burnouts, don't forget they got that Thursday evening show that they added a couple years ago, and that'll be available this time as well. So go to the Thursday evening show, then come for the blowout on Friday, the cruise night on Friday, and then come for the blowout on Saturday. And just spend your whole weekend at Sapulpa. It's going to be a great time. Be sure
Sounds
to go do
great.
that.
And on Thursday night, if you will send well wishes and good lucks to Joan Riley, our city manager, on Thursday night we will be going to the Cox Convention Center for Oklahoma Municipal League conference. It's all this week, but on Thursday night we have our awards banquet, and our very own city manager Joan Riley is up for Woman of the Year.
Oh, awesome.
So she is one of the finalists for that category. So your city staff and our councilman will be headed over there on Thursday night to cheer on Miss Joan. And then the Christmas shoot is also up for an award this year as well.
Okay. All right, guys. Well, we'll be crossing our fingers for you. We're
Yeah.
gonna find that out for sure. So, all right. Congratulations, Joan. That's awesome.
And don't forget on the 21st, which will be next weekend, we
Yep.
will have Music on the Square back over here in Herald Square. We will bring Mark Gibson back, and we will have some Boss Hog barbecue. Events kick off around, 6 p.m.?
6 o'clock, yeah.
6 o'clock, and it goes, they say 9 o'clock, but I've been down here, and they're still here at 11. So I have talked to Frilly Flamingo, Amy Barnes, and she's got some special, exciting things planned for that Saturday night as well.
Okay, all right. So come for the surprises there. But come to see Mark if you haven't already. It's going to be a great show. So it looks like we got you next couple of weeks all planned out, ready for you. So be sure to come out and hang out here in Sapulpa. All right, I think that's it as for the Newsy News. I don't have a joke today. Lucy was going to back me up and have a joke. Did you have one?
I have
You said
another
you
one.
did?
Yep.
Okay, yeah, let's do it. Here.
All right. What is a skeleton's least favorite room in the house?
A skeleton's least favorite room in the house.
Mm-hmm.
I do not know. What is it?
The living room.
Okay. Of course it is. The living room. That's awesome. That's a good one. All right, guys, tell your friends. Thanks for tuning into the show today. We will see you guys again on Wednesday where we talk about all things happening in the town that we love. We'll see you then.
Bye.
Bye-bye.